Good morning. It's the 178th day of school. It is Wednesday, June 10th, and we're on letter Y for the countdown. Okay, let's go ahead and do 178 on our whiteboards. Okay, ready to see what that looks like? Let's check it out. Here we are. I'm going to push things over so we can count. 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178. 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 and 4 make 8. 178. Here we go. 178. 1 hundreds blocks, 7 tens blocks, 8 ones blocks. 100 plus 70 plus 8 equals 178. Okay. Let's do our mindful breathing. So find your comfy position. We've got the chime. I'll try not to get my finger on it today. Okay, find your spot, and let's get ready. Okay. Let's talk about the countdown, and then we'll talk about habits of mind. Okay? So we're on Y. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y is for you. Y is for you. And so, you as in Y-O-U, the person you, not you, the letter U. Y is for you. So, if you look in the newsletter, you will find beautiful pictures of you, the portraits that you made. So if you sent me a picture of your portrait, you'll see it in the newsletter. So everyone who sent in pictures of their self-portraits will have them in the newsletter. So you should look through those and enjoy all your friends' portraits. Remember, they'll all be different, right? Do any of us look quite the same? Nope, we don't. We all look different. Do any of us have the same exact artistic abilities? No. So I urge you not to compare them necessarily, but to enjoy the beauty of each one and to think about how they're all different and unique and beautiful. They're all amazing and they're different. if Jerry Ann, Lauren, and I all drew self-portraits, you'd notice they would all be pretty different also. So I want you to keep that in mind as you're looking at them. They are amazing. You did such a beautiful job, careful jobs. I love them. So I hope that you enjoy getting a chance to see those too. It's a special thing that we do at OCS and one of my favorite things. So I hope that it's something that you enjoy as much as I do. Okay, now you're going to have to come with me for a minute. I'm going to bring you over here, see if this will work out. Okay, the light is a little bit funny because I have this weird half wall in my house. See this half wall here? It only goes up a little bit. So you can always hear my dogs. Okay, so here's our habits of mind. And I wanted to just review them with you for a minute. And then I want to ask you to think of times when you have demonstrated or used these skills. So let's start with empathy. I feel your feelings. You can imagine how somebody is feeling and feel those feelings. Creative. I see things in new ways. Flexibility. I try many ways. Let's see, maybe I need to move this over. I'm worried that you can't see them as well. Let me do that, and I'll get on the other side. Does that seem better? Yes. Okay. Flexibility. I try new ways. I try many ways. I've tried many ways. Resilience. I bounce back and try again. And don't give up, right? Persistence. I keep trying. Resilience is kind of one too, where if you're having a hard feeling or a hard moment, resilience is one of those where instead of staying stuck in that feeling, you kind of move through and you're able to do things again. That's that's an example of being resilient. Persistence. I keep trying. Don't stop it. Keep trying and trying and don't give up. Optimism. I feel hopeful. It's like you look on the bright side of things. Like, oh, bummer, it may be raining outside, but I can have a picnic inside instead. So I want you to think about each of these habits of mind, okay? And I want you to come up, there's 6 habits of mind, so you can put up 6 fingers. I want you to think of a time when you've demonstrated or used each of these. Like, when were you creative? When were you resilient? When were you persistent? When were you optimistic? Or flexible? Or when did you have empathy? Okay, so think of examples of when you've used these skills, when you've demonstrated times that you are using these habits of mind. I can tell you this weekend I was persistent. We were working on putting a roof by our deck, and it was a challenging situation where we had to keep rethinking our plan. So we had to be flexible, persistent, creative, resilient when it didn't work and we were frustrated. We had to be so many of these things all at once because it was a challenging task, and we tried it one way and it wasn't working. We had to rethink it and try it another way. Finally, we had to try it a third way, and then it seemed like that would be the way to do it. But so we had to be creative and problem solving and resilient when we were frustrated, and optimistic even, saying, I think we can do it. Let's keep trying. Right? Persistent. So I want you to think of times when you've used these skills. Okay? So I want you to share that with a family member, a stuffy, maybe you're a pet. Find somebody that you can share your examples with. So when did you show that you can use these habits of mind? Okay, and I want you, since this is our last week of doing habits of mind for the year, I want you to think about these throughout the summer and just keep those in mind. Like when you're riding your bike, which habits of mind are you using, right? If you're learning to ride your bike, when you're out fishing, what are you using, right? Which habits of mind? If you're cleaning up your room, if you build a tower and it tips over, right? If you have a new puppy, and you're trying to train your puppy to do things, what of these Which of these habits of mine might you be using? Okay, that's it for Morning Circle today. I hope that you have a beautiful day. And don't forget, as you go through your day, as you go through the whole summer, please, please, please remember to use these skills, okay? Make those a part of who you are. Okay, see you later.